What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Babycakes Oracle. Today we're going to do a pick of cards on what's the most beautiful thing about you right now. As you can see on the screen here, we have two options for you to choose from. We have group 1 and group 2. Pause it if you need to meditate on the card that's calling you in the most, and we'll get into it. Thank you so much. Welcome to your reading group 1. So if you chose this card, this reading is for you. We are going to find out what's the most beautiful thing about you right now. So let's go ahead and dive into it, group 1. So already I'm feeling like the most beautiful thing about you is just how you are going to make sure your needs are fulfilled. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have kids, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter. You are going to make sure that you get in that time get that me time in, to be in your sacred place, or to go on vacation if you want, to do what you want. And no one is going to get in the way of what fulfills you. Another thing that's beautiful about you guys is that even looking behind this lady here, right? She's just so grateful. She's so satisfied with what she has accomplished in her life. She's built this castle behind her. She's got her cups stacked. It's just your confidence. It's the way that how you're just so proud of yourself. How you how you are your own cheerleader. You don't need anybody else to validate you and of what you have achieved or anything at all. You're very comfortable, you're happy with what you have. And even you guys, I think the most beautiful thing about you too is that you are someone who you're going to spoil yourself. You're going to indulge in the things that you like to do. If you want to travel and look, because even looking at the card here, she's somewhere tropical. She's somewhere at the beach by herself. Maybe you guys are like a nomad or something like that, or you've traveled the world, or you love to travel, or you're fine with going on adventures by yourself, or you're someone who's very spontaneous in the moment, but you are someone who cherishes your peace and just so content within yourself, so confident. And that's one of the most beautiful things about you, because a lot of people cannot, sit by themselves and just not seek attention, not need anybody else for anything. You are okay with yourself. You love yourself. You are just happy. And I think you are so appreciative of life and everything that you have, where you're going, and it's like as if you're confident that your manifestations will come into fruition. You're confident in that you'll be able to experience and live your dream life, especially if you are living that right now at this current moment. But yeah, you are someone who gonna do whatever the hell you want to do and don't really care about the opinions of anybody else. You're gonna do you. You do not care. It's just your attitude of like being like unbothered by what anybody has to say. You're going to do what's best for you, and you're going to make sure that you get time in for yourself. It's like, you have a good balance. I don't think anybody can make you feel some sort of way or feel some type of way about things that you buy for yourself, or what you want to do, or just even time to yourself. No one's going to make you feel guilty about that. And that's just the most beautiful thing about you, is that you're going to make sure that you spend time with your friends, spend time alone, or just buy yourself something. And there's nothing that anybody can say or do to make you feel some sort of way, because you know that self-care and self-love and treating yourself to things that are special is important. Okay, so we're going to dive into it some more. Next we have is you won't like the sex. The beautiful thing about you is that you won't settle for just anything. You guys will not lay up with anybody that is not decent or of quality, someone that doesn't, love themselves, someone that's low vibrational. And then you also won't just take anything, if the person doesn't measure up, or the person doesn't give enough, it's not a give and take when it comes to maybe sexual matters or just in general, you don't put up with that. You want to make sure that you are also getting yours too. You're satisfied sexually or just overall. It's a give and take relationship. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So you won't be doing all the work. The other person has to contribute in some sort of way. And also, for some of you guys who are not engaging with anyone sexually, I just feel like you guys could be very clean. The way that you take care of things around you, the way that you value what you own. Maybe you're someone who's kind of bougie or not even that. You just take care. You know how to take care of things, and you like fresh sheets, and maybe you invest in certain expensive or luxury sheets or comfort sets. It doesn't matter. Overall, you love your sleep, love getting your beauty sleep, and you don't want anybody interfering with that. And maybe that comes, your health is very important for you, and that starts with your sleep. So, ooh, okay. Next we have is not the settling down type. And look, he has a rose there too. So I feel like the beautiful thing about you, group one, is that you guys could be very romantic, and just the way that you kind of go out your way for those you love, or just whoever you dealing with, whoever you decide to take into your bedroom, or bring home to you. Um, or whoever you decide to let in, because I still feel like you guys are choosy because you definitely put yourself first and value your time more than anything. And whoever has the privilege to come into your life is blessed. Because that's the flow. That's kind of like the energy I'm getting. Like, you feel, you look good, and I feel like you guys are definitely confident, and there's just something about you that's very fresh and new, and a fresher breath air, and just something that's maybe particular people dream about. They feel like they can, maybe you have a lot of people who fantasize you, or you're on people's mind a lot, or they have these desiring thoughts, these lustful thoughts when it comes to you. Like, looking at the Nine of Cups there, she's just closing her eyes and she's just like, oh my God, if I could just have so and so, that'll be a dream come true. My wishes will be truly fulfilled if I can get what so and so, everything will be great. The sex would be great, life, yeah. And I feel like you guys definitely have men who, or women who definitely, if it's a woman, she's more that masculine energy who wants to be assertive when it comes to you, like approach you indeed, but overall, you guys could be very romantic, getting a lot of Knight of Cups energy here, even from like the way how you take care of yourself. You know what I mean? It all comes down to that. Maybe you love to look good, feel good, smell good, and buy yourself nice things, fresh things, especially with all that white. But yeah, you guys, you don't have a problem with spending on yourself, spending money, especially when it comes to you. And that's the beautiful thing about you. Maybe you buy yourself flowers all the time, or you take yourself out on vacations all the time, or maybe you rent out Airbnbs, or like I said, maybe you're someone who hasn't really, you don't have a home yet, but maybe you enjoy just this free spirit lifestyle where you don't have anything that you have to be, as far as like huge responsibilities, like as far as paying mortgage or things like that. Maybe you're enjoying this free life, your free life. That's why I said you guys could be nomads, or don't, or maybe you're just still kind of living, or you're living with a roommate. Doesn't matter. You're just not really at that place yet. You're still figuring things out, but you're enjoying life at the same time. So you're just kind of content and happy where you're at. That's gonna be for some of you guys. Next we have is light skinned. Okay, so some of you guys could be light skinned, but there's something overall. This is just talking about your skin tone. Okay, and sometimes, like I said, I don't always listen to the messages that are on the card, but the beautiful thing about you guys, maybe you guys just take care of your skin. Maybe you have beautiful skin. or even the way that it shines in natural sunlight is beautiful. It's just glistening. You guys radiate. Because even looking at this brother here, he's happy. He ain't looking like he's stressing. He's happy with where he's at in life. He's just happy. That's what I'm getting. You guys are someone who is not really someone who complains a lot. You're very grateful for where you're at, where you're going, and it's just something about you just has a very high vibrational nature to you. Maybe you get out a lot, travel a lot. You got a lot of things going for yourself. I just seen 111 confirmation. And some of you guys could be juggling two men at the same time or two women. You know what I mean? And you could be someone who's completely honest with both of these people. Like, look, I'm not ready to settle down at this moment, but I'm keeping my options open. And, so that could be something that others find beautiful about you, is that your honesty, and that, you just still kind of seeing what's for you or who's for you. You're picky, you're choosy about who you want. And that's just what it is. I'm definitely getting player vibes for sure for some of you guys, but some of you guys could, like I said, be juggling or or maybe you have an open relationship, or you're a part of the whole poly thing. Can't think of the name, but where you are, you're okay with dating multiple people, and you're happy with having your cake and eating it too. Okay, so hey, maybe that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing to somebody. So, but overall, I really do feel like you guys are not only just caring as well, like you're very caring. You're not like a dog like that, or someone who is just a liar. I feel like you guys are very honest, but you're going to also treat your women or men right, whoever you decide to welcome into your presence. Okay. And that's just what it is. That's what it is. So next we have is sepia. I hope I said that right. Yeah, there's just something about you guys. There's something that you collect. There's something that you're really proud of. You guys could be artists. You guys could also be wear glasses or have your hair short in a hairstyle, or it could be curly. It doesn't matter. We're getting all sorts of hairstyles and looks here, but there's something that you guys do. You create memories within people. You're something that reminds, when they get around you, you just kind of take them to a good place or to another place. Okay, shoot, away from worldly things or stress, but your energy you just bring freshness to people's life, or to particular people's life. Like us, and we have the perfume bottle there as well. Is that the Gemini sign? I think it is. You guys could be great communicators, amazing communicators, but you just probably share a lot and create a lot of memories for yourself. You could also be a collector of something. Maybe you collect crystals, or you collage, or you collect cards, you collect cars. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. You can collect anything. There's something that you take your time into, or maybe you love historical things, or vintage things, or unique items. Your style's different. How you are, it's like almost like an old soul vibe as well, and that's the beautiful thing about you. Because maybe there's a lot of traditional things to you in a way, but at the same time, you're not ready to settle down yet for some of you guys. But overall, you're just a good time, and you're unforgettable. You're unforgettable, because I'm steady looking here at this Nine of Cups energy, with her just sitting there, and it's like as if she is just dreaming about a particular guy, or these men are feeling this way about you, like, I remember laying and being in the sheets with so and so. I remember just the good times I've had with It's like that. You guys are very powerful. Even in the sheets, you guys could be very powerful when it comes to that. So people better be careful sleeping with you because, man, because once they do, it's like they hooked. But yeah, you guys just have a beautiful energy. And, you guys could also be heartbreakers to some, even if you don't even, that's not your intentions. I think because you're not really ready to settle down for some of you guys, or maybe you just you're not really seeing someone the way that they see you, that might crush some people's hearts because they really do want to choose you or to be around you. And you are someone who probably is, a hard worker, or just you're focused on other things, yourself and your passion, your purpose, and traveling perhaps, or, just doing you. Just not ready to settle down quite yet. So, and you definitely have others who are willing to wait. Willing to wait. Alrighty, shoot. So, but that's what it is, group one. That is the beautiful thing about you. You guys take care. Mwah. Welcome to your reading group two. So if you chose this card, this reading is for you. We're going to find out what's the most beautiful thing about you. All right, you guys got the Two of Cups. All right. If you're in a relationship, your partner just sees you as just their best friend, someone that they are just so proud to have on their arm, so proud to and just be with. You're truly this person's best friend, and they feel like they won with you. They can be themselves around you. You are someone who is someone that they can be comfortable with and talk about anything. You don't judge them or anything like that. They just love everything about you. They find you as someone who is just so beautiful, glamorous, someone who just is yourself completely. They think you are someone who is just the most funny thing. You make them laugh. You be having them rolling. They even through your craziness, they may find you crazy sometimes, but they just at the same time they think it's just a beautiful thing. It's just something about you that's very humorous to them, and they could talk to you about anything. All right. And if you're not in a relationship, you guys could have other people or even a best friend who loves talking to you about anything. Some of you guys may gossip with your friends or certain people, but it's like people love to just talk to you. You guys are probably great with communication. You're probably a social butterfly, like to get out and about and party and do things, hang around. It's almost like you guys can read people too. You can kind of read people before they approach you, or you just kind of know how to talk to people. You're like a magnet. I don't know. You guys could even attract men or women to you, certain types, but something about you just makes others feel so comfortable, and they find it beautiful because you're not unapproachable. Even if you are beautiful, I think once you start talking to people, just when they see you, it's just your presence. You make others or certain men almost like obsessed with you in a way. But regardless, group two, you guys are just someone who what's so beautiful is about you is just how you are just so funny, humorous, and silly and fun. So fun. I feel like some of you guys have these men hypnotized by you though as well. You guys have there's something about you that's very hypnotizing that makes men go crazy and obsess over you. That's for some of you guys. But you're just a good time. You're a good time. You're someone who others love to invite over, others love to spend time with. Yeah. It's not hard for you guys to meet anybody because who doesn't love a woman or a man who can crack a joke, right? Who's funny, like who's fun and just yeah, so that's just one of the most beautiful things about you. We're going to dive a little more deeper into it and see. Next we have is Slim and Petite, group two. So, yeah, the beautiful thing about you is that I'm just getting a lot of girly, womanly vibes with this image here, with this card here. There's just something about you that is very tempting, almost like a tease. You know what I mean? Like, you guys truly do love you and the skin that you're in. It doesn't matter what size that you are, you guys embrace that. And I'm just hearing it is what it is. You know what I mean? But you guys truly do put in the effort when it comes to maybe certain pieces or your heels or just, because she don't really have no clothes on. She's naked, but maybe you guys just know how to be very seductive and, I don't know. It's like whoever is attracted to you, I just seen 111. They are just they just find you so yummy and delicious. That's just what it is, You guys are sexy, very sexy. From the way that you pose to how you move, you just know how to work it. You know how to work it. And you know how to work these men and these women. Okay? Like seriously, I really do feel group 2 that you guys be having these men or men that really want you. They be like, I wish she was mine. I wish I was able to get with someone. So like you do have men or women who want to sleep with you and just see you as long term. Of course, a man is going to want to, or women, I mean, man especially is going to want to have sex from you. You know what I mean? Of course, he's got to be attracted to you, but you guys are someone who they can just see you. I'm even getting with the Two of Cups there, like they see their life with you full term. They just see winning, just winning with you, scoring, hitting the jackpot because they feel like life would never be boring with you. It would never be boring. It'll always be fun and spicy. Okay. Next we have is moves fast, group 2. Okay, the beautiful thing about you is that you guys are always ready to go, right? Even looking at the second card, it's like she's putting her heels on and she's getting ready to go. So it's like, because that moves fast reminds me of the Eight of Pentacles. But you guys are probably always going places. You always got things to do, or you always finding things to do. Shoot, and if you single, you are so ready to get out and mingle and meet somebody. And you guys could be very bold and just know what you want. Know what you want for sure. Nothing's going to hold you back. And you guys could be go-getters. And this is the beautiful thing about you because nothing's going to hold you down. Nothing's going to slow your life down. And you are just always either planning something or doing something. Always down to go anywhere with whoever you want to spend your time with, you know? So, and so this is why others just find this beautiful about you, and just something about you just very striking and interesting, and you definitely pique certain men's interests, especially men who are probably of high value, or they find you very mysterious indeed, very mysterious. They want to get to know you because I feel like you guys you don't reveal a lot. You only kind of let people in a little bit and then you're out. And then you're gone. You show up to the party, you make sure you're seen, people see you, and then you bounce just so people can kind of be like, ooh, who was that? You know what I mean? Or you'll talk for a second, draw them in, and then you just kind of have them thinking about you and going crazy about you. You know what I mean? So you show people a good time, and then you are on the move. And it's like some people never hear from you again. So it's like the one that got away, indeed. And for some of you guys, you could also be more older or more, because in the Two of Cups, it looks more of like an older couple there or two older individuals. But I mean, you could be older in age or you could just be mature. Or maybe you're attracted to older men or older women, but these are the type of people who are drawn to you, who are maybe have some sort of stability or money. Something about you is just very elegant and sophisticated. That's for some of you guys. It's just kind of like I'm getting lady in the streets, but freak in the sheets vibe here. I think I said it right. Ooh, next we have is dimples. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys could literally have dimples, and others just find that so beautiful about you. But even though she's on her phone, she's looking at something and she's smiling like someone is just making you so happy, or you make someone happy just talking to you. And and then she's in her little natural state too. So I just feel like it's just a lot of you guys are so down to earth, and when you're ready to dress up, you look so good, and you are just someone who is wifey hubby vibes to others, and they just find your smile so beautiful. Others love your smile, especially a particular guy who, if you're in a relationship with someone or just your friends, they just love talking to you and communicating because you always uplift them. You always are just such a light, and that's one of the beautiful things about you. People love to call you and crack a joke or just talk about anything. It's like you always you just know what to say. You guys could have the gift of gab, or or just be hilarious and not take things so seriously. Some of you guys could give great advice as well. You know, there's just so many things to you. But I think even as well, the way you kind of take time and talk to those you love or to friends, even if you have a busy life, you still kind of make time to see those you love. And that's the beautiful thing about you, is that you're not too busy to spend time with the people and the friends you love, or to take time to help someone out when they need it. Some of you guys could also be, I'm also getting, some of you guys could literally be out here escorts, or I don't know, prostitutes. Maybe you live this fast life, this street life, and I don't know, somebody could find it beautiful about you, or maybe you kind of, they don't know, but they find you very interesting. Okay. Last we have is gray. Okay, look at that. So some of you guys, I feel like the beautiful thing about you is that maybe you're someone who is mature, like I was saying before. Maybe you're embracing everything, you're aging gracefully, and maybe you have some gray hairs, or you have a lot of gray hair, or, it doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you're just someone who is embracing your age and wherever you're at, and and that's what's so beautiful about you, is that you don't have to cover up anything, and you know that as you age, that comes with more wisdom. And that's one of the beautiful things about you. Um, and men also find that, or a particular male that you're with or female, they find you getting older such a beautiful thing. They want to grow, and they want to stay with you as you grow old and gray, and they want to do it together. And yeah, people just love you. I think the older you get, the more beautiful you are. Yeah, I just seen 111 confirmation. But even with that, you guys could just be someone who's just good with business, collaborating with others. And that's another beautiful thing about you. You may have others, or you just are really good at counseling and helping others when it comes to the business side of things. And that's just your thing. That's your thing. And so that's beautiful, because maybe you kind of come through and help people out with that, or you're just a great person to partner with. Maybe you've opened doors for others as well. But you guys are just, the way you prioritize things, how organized you are, and precise and on point, on time, how you show up for yourself every day is the most beautiful thing about you. Some of you guys can also be great mothers as well. And you take that very seriously, that role of being a mother very seriously. Or you could be grandparents, grandmother, and or grandfather. Hey, but yeah, you're just someone who is, you prioritize your family, you prioritize those you love, and you put your husband and your grandchildren first, or your husband and your whoever, your children first. But regardless, I feel like you guys are how you are so mature and but also so kind and sweet. You're serious when you need to be serious. When it comes to business, you're business. When it comes to home life, you're about home life. It's just a really good home life balance here. And then you're funny at the same time, and you can be silly and just let your hair down and loose, and yeah. So you guys probably really get down when it comes to maybe how you structure your life, or make sure everything is kind of checked off your to-do list, or the way that you kind of make time for date nights or friend nights, family days. You put that on schedule, and just the way that you structure things is just amazing. You just know how to do it all. You know how to balance it all. So you're not just all work, work, work. You have a really good home life, work life balance here. So that's the beautiful thing about your group, too. That's awesome. Okay, you guys take care. Mwah.